The following video is intended for those interested in learning the latest developments in one of the world's greatest ongoing treasure hunts, but who, like the creator of this video, are too upset with the TV show The Curse of Oak Island to watch the full episodes in their entirety. The following may contain mispronunciations, inconsequential minutiae, and other errors resultant of the pitfalls of current AI technology. Viewer discretion is advised.
Season 11, Episode 17 of The Curse of Oak Island begins with a discussion of the impact of Hurricane Lee on the island. We learn that the hurricane has caused flooding, particularly in the swamp, frustrating the Team Malboro TM's exploration plans. The swamp, previously drained, is now filled with rain and seawater. The team must pump it dry, impacting their ability to investigate crucial areas. They had discovered ancient tree stumps in the region a week ago. Despite the storm's setback, the team remains optimistic. Roger Fortin reports little damage, and Terry Matheson shares that they can resume digging. Adriano Gaspani mentions digging down to 99 feet the previous day. Dumas Contracting Limited continues work on the 18th century structure called the Garden Shaft, a critical operation for the team. They plan to expose the tunnel in their next step. Dumas aims to fully expose a 7-foot-tall tunnel below the garden shaft, leading into the so-called baby blob, where high trace evidence of precious metals has been detected. Rick Lagina expresses gratitude for the lack of damage to the garden shaft, allowing seamless progress in the treasure hunt. The team continues cleanup efforts after a storm. Later in the day, Rick and the team gather in the war room for a video conference with archaeoastronomy expert, Professor Adriano Gaspani. They discuss Gaspani's shocking interpretation of Nolan's Cross and its significance to the Oak Island mystery. The team visited sites in Italy linked to the Knights Templar in 2022. Gaspani, using his expertise, aligned stars with Oak Island's megalithic formations, including stone piles on Lot 15 and the Stone Triangle. Gaspani believes the stone piles' positions align with specific stars, the sun and the moon, allowing him to approximate their creation date. The team eagerly awaits Gaspani's report, hoping for insights into the origins of Oak Island's mysterious structures. Adriano Gaspani asserts with about 100% certainty that the stone piles on Lot 15 were arranged around 1250 AD. He suggests that someone was on the island for many years, laying out the piles and the stones of Nolan's Cross. Rick Lagina expresses excitement at this possibility. In the war room, Gaspani presents a scientific report, proposing that Nolan's Cross and the stone piles on Lot 15 were likely created by the same group almost 800 years ago. He highlights astronomical alignments and a level of coincidence that is incredible. Gaspani discusses the Stone Triangle, suggesting it was constructed with astronomical knowledge, and speculates that the Templars, with their expertise in astronomy and geometry, were likely the authors. Rick Lagina emphasizes the importance of understanding the stone cairns in the Stone Triangle, expressing the need to get busy. The following morning, as island restoration efforts continue, Charles Farnkaus and Terry Matheson supervise a new core drilling operation near the garden shaft. They explore the area known as Bournehall, F25, 825, finding interesting artifacts and wooden timbers, some of which were proven to originate in Europe in 2019. In an intriguing area near the garden shaft, Terry Matheson expresses hope for significant findings. Recent water testing revealed high traces of gold and silver below 150 feet, sparking the team's interest in discovering man-made workings and the source of the detected precious metals. The drilling operation, led by Charles Farnkaus and Terry Matheson, yields interesting artifacts and wooden timbers near the garden shaft. However, recovery is limited, and the team acknowledges its early days with more work ahead. In a different part of the island, Gary Drayton and Jack Begley explore the stone cairns on Lot 15. Due to Professor Gaspani's work, this area gains importance. They uncover a lead artifact with potential medieval significance, linking back to Gaspani's belief that the stone cairns were created in the 13th century. The team plans to take the artifact to the lab for further analysis. Meanwhile, in the Money Pit area, Scott Barrow and Roger Fort discover a large section of a believed treasure tunnel below the garden shaft. Excitement grows as the team anticipates exploring this potentially ancient tunnel, emphasizing the need for careful excavation to preserve any significant pieces. The team, including the hard-working miners from Dumas, is excited about the exposed section of the possible treasure tunnel beneath the garden shaft. The Dumas team is as eager as the Oak Island team to explore and understand the tunnel. Terry Matheson admires the impressive structure, examining the size and details of the planks, expressing excitement about the opportunity to see wood unseen for potentially up to 400 years. They discover a possibly older rounded timber, nearly 100 feet underground in the garden shaft, and Terry notes its growth rings as a good indicator of age. The team considers the possibility of a connection to the original treasure shaft, as mentioned in 1804. Terry and the team are determined to uncover and examine the material, anticipating a 5-foot-wide tunnel. As they work, they uncover homemade wedges and bark, revealing the handcrafted nature of the structure. Terry updates Rick Lagina on the progress and expresses the team's excitement about the findings. Rick is thrilled to witness the large varied beams and notes, the hard evidence that the tunnel is real, sparking chills of anticipation. The team plans to clean and examine the tunnel further to understand its relevance to the Oak Island mystery. Terry Matheson points out that one timber is definitely rounded. The narrator notes the thinness of another piece, suggesting it could be an upright section. Rick Lagina expresses excitement, especially considering the C portion results, emphasizing the need for samples. Terry Matheson discusses the timeline of events in the Money Pit, emphasizing the importance of understanding what happened. Earlier wood samples from the tunnel, obtained during a drilling operation, were carbon dated to the 17th century. With more of the structure exposed, the team plans to remove massive beams for additional testing to pinpoint the tunnel's creation date. Rick Lagina considers this a pivotal moment, aligning with Professor Gospani's work. Terry Matheson aims to pull out 3 or 4 timbers for a full-length view, hoping to confirm the original depositor and increase the chance of finding treasure. The team also plans to involve Steve Guffin for surveying. Rick Lagina suggests involving Gary Drayton in the treasure hunt, hoping to find artifacts associated with cultural context. Gary prepares to use his metal detector, and the team eagerly anticipates potential discoveries. Unfortunately, the first find is inconclusive, and the item will be sent to the lab for further analysis. Gary discovers another hit, and the team eagerly awaits the results of this potential treasure find. Adriano Gaspani identifies a metal artifact with a unique shape, potentially used in tunnel construction. The team speculates that Gary's discovery may be a critical clue in determining the tunnel's construction date. Rick Lagina offers to assist with measurements as they document the artifact for the first time, providing survey control points for accurate projections. Meanwhile, Steve and Gary survey the tunnel beneath the garden shaft, gathering crucial data. Simultaneously, Terry Matheson and Charles Barkhouse monitor a core drilling operation in borehole F25-825, hoping to find evidence of a European origin structure at a depth exceeding 150 feet. The team discovers wood in the core sample, suggesting the possibility of the original Money Pit. However, reaching bedrock at 170 feet is a setback. Despite detecting precious metals and evidence of a wooden structure nearby, the team remains optimistic about undiscovered areas. As a new day begins, the team gathers to witness the removal of massive timbers from the potential treasure tunnel, hoping to unravel more mysteries about Oak Island's history. Rick Lagina expresses the importance of understanding the significance of the removed timbers, envisioning the craftsmanship involved in creating the tunnel. The team examines the timber, noting the rounded edges and identifying tool marks consistent with an adze, a cutting tool from ancient times. The discovery adds another layer to Oak Island's history and fuels the team's determination to solve the mystery. The team experiences a breakthrough as they uncover a potentially historic tunnel beneath the garden shaft. Rick Lagina expresses the significance of witnessing real history and eagerly awaits further exploration. The team speculates that the tunnel may lead to the treasure, making it a pivotal moment in their quest. The tunnel must undergo further examination, and representatives from Dumas Contracting Limited plan to conduct a probe drilling operation to pinpoint the source of precious metals in the coming days. Rick Lagina emphasizes the need to fully expose and inspect the tunnel before proceeding. Later, in the Oak Island laboratory, Rick Lagina, his nephew Alex, and Doug Krull, along with archaeologist Laird Niven and archaeometallurgist Emma Coley, eagerly await Emma's analysis of a decorative lead artifact found near the stone cairns on Lot 15. The artifact is a potential match to a lead object discovered 2 years ago on Lot 13, suggesting a Scandinavian origin. Emma Coley indicates a 99% match between the two lead artifacts. The connection to Scandinavia aligns with Professor Gaspani's theory that the stone cairns on Lot 15 date back to the 1200s. The team recognizes the importance of metal artifacts in identifying individuals from that time period, prompting a follow-up investigation into the Scandinavian connection to the island. The team acknowledges that the lead artifact likely originated from the Old World, emphasizing the Norse as potential pre-Columbian voyagers associated with the Oak Island mystery. This revelation adds a new layer to the investigation, pointing towards a broader historical context and reinforcing the team's dedication to unraveling Oak Island's secrets. The narrator explores the possibility of a connection between the Norse, particularly the Vikings, and Oak Island's mysteries. Historical records and scientific evidence suggest that the Norse explored North America around 1,000 years ago, establishing settlements in places like Iceland, Greenland, and New Brunswick. The Templars, another group in the same time period, also had a significant influence. The question arises, did the Vikings and Templars know each other? The narrator considers John's idea linking the Vikings to the knife template and the Oak Island mystery. The team feels it's crucial to investigate this possibility further. Could the Norse connection explain various structures on Oak Island, such as the paved area in the swamp, the stone cairn on Lot 15, and lead artifacts? Additionally, could it provide insights into the man-made workings in the RF1 case and the traces of gold and silver in the Money Pit area? Rick Lagina emphasizes the complexity and intrigue of the Oak Island mystery. The team aims to find the one thing that connects the Norse, potentially through a Norse template, to the structures on the hill. With the findings and Professor Caspani's suggestions, they believe this key element might lie outside the Money Pit. The team acknowledges the importance of context and the need to explore further. They express gratitude for the discoveries and plan to delve into the research. The discussion also touches on the discovery of an old cobblestone structure, potentially used in constructing structures or treasure chests, and its relation to the Stone Road. The possibility of Vikings having knowledge of North America and connections to early Templars is considered. Terry Matheson suggests that the Vikings might have had knowledge of the Oak Island area. The team acknowledges the significance of these findings and prepares to engage in further research and exploration.